Okay, kids, Brian Trauman here, Pez Through the Ages. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We've got Becky Mathers spending all night last night figuring out all of her Barneys and ICEEs and all the crazy stuff, and she developed a timeline, and I just want to share that with you. First of all, the common convention is if it's a brown head, it's Barney, and if it's a white head, it's an ICEE. That's how it's organized in John Laspina's book. That's just kind of common how we treat it. You guys literally can call it anything you want. You could call them Fred and Ethel, if you like. But the brown, commonly thought of as Barney, and white as ICEE. Again, they all have MGM copyrights, but take a look at the back. You'll see that. Take a look at the other videos that I have on bears and another one on Barney. But this is a new development. This is the timeline of Barney. There are 5 in the timeline. This guy we're going to pretend is white for today. The first 4 can be non-foot or footed. That's pre-1987. And then the flat pupil version comes in 91. So that's going to be only footed in an ideal world. You know, parts go with parts, so whatever. Now, what do I mean about the pupils? If we take let me zoom in differently here. You see how the pupils are carved out. Becky calls them bulging, as opposed to and this one is carved out as well. But this guy is just painted on, or decaled on, okay? There's no carved out pupils or eyeballs, whatever that is, okay? So the first step is brown Barney, carved out pupils, pink tongue on all the Barneys, supposed to be, and this black unibrow, or this giant V between the eyes. All right, that's Barney number 1. Barney number 2 is going to have the exact same stuff, except now we're with the line between the eyes. Okay, so brown head, something between the eyes, 1 and 2. They both get pink tongues. These guys can be footed or non-footed. Step 3, we still have the line, but now we moved on to a white head. I don't have one of these, so let's pretend that this guy, instead of being orange and awesome, is white. We still have the black line. We still have the pink tongue. We're still footed or non-footed. The only difference from this one to this one is the shape of the line changes from V to a line. And then we get a color change from brown to white. And then step 4, still footed or non-footed, says, all right, white, I should say, this should be a red tongue as well. When we move to the white heads, we get a red tongue. All right? So brown to white with red. And what's the difference here? We've lost the line between the eyes. So brown, brown, white, white, and white. Step 5, we lose the carved out eyes. So let's take a step back. Again, we're pretending that this guy is white. We've got brown with a V and pink, brown with a line and pink, white with a line and red, white, no line, red, and white, lost the carved out pupils, flat eyes, red. And we can get this guy, because he's got the flat pupils in 91, we're only gonna, supposed to only find him on the footed stem. Now, what does that tell us about this guy? This is yellow, but he's got the flat eyes. So he should be post 91 with a red mouth, I think. Yeah. The red mouth, we should be calling this guy ICEE, not Barney. And he almost looks like a Muppet, doesn't he? One other thing to note here with my oranges and my yellow, orange gets the carved out eyes and yellow does not. So maybe we have a Barney on the right and an ICEE on the left. Who the hell knows, guys? Like I said, you can call them anything you like. Barneys and ICEEs. Brown and white is the simplest way to go, but now you know that there are head color variations, there are muzzle variations, white and ivory. There are mouth variations, pink and red. Pink should go with Barney, should go with the carved out eyes, but you may get something a little bit different along the way. Go collect something.